Hello, my name is Pludge, and this is my JavaScript and Rails portfolio project for Flatiron. I'm just going to walk you through how I got this, or actually a quick walkthrough of how I got this thing running. Alrighty, so I actually started with a resource generator, which allowed me to not really skip too much. I had to actually go through some things, but that's also good. I got a good understanding of the app and what's going on in the back end at least. So the resource generator actually built out my two tables, which is days and months. Those are the two things that I'm working with, months and a days, since this is a calendar app. So with my months table, I just gave it a string of a name because I believe a month should only, I guess, have a name. Possibly I could have did um, a number, but I just went with name. And for my days, I gave it a name, a task, a priority, a length, and a month ID. And the month ID actually gives these two tables that relationship. For instance, a month should have many days, and a day, a singular day, should belong to a month, just like in real life. And the resource generator also gave me these routes, actually a bunch of them, for the days and the months, which is the get, post, patch, put, delete. And we're not really using too much of them, but you could simplify that there, but I just haven't did that yet. I could possibly. Alrighty, and it also gave me models, a class for the day, the month, because I had to also put that relationship here, that a day belongs to a month, a singular month, and a month should have many days. Alrighty. And then moving to my controllers, the controllers wasn't really too much of a change. We've been basically using the same, I guess, the same flow every time. The index should show all days, and then the show should just render a single day. Like down here, I have this instance method that finds that day by its param ID and just renders it using the fast JSON API, which we'll get to in a second. And then that before action up here is just my instance, my day instance method. Alrighty. And also my create method, which is just creating a new day and then just saving it. Okay, and for that JSON API, this actually helps render precise data for that controller action, that specific action. And also we have to define and these serializers here, oh goodness, these serializers here, the attributes of the day and also the relationships if we want to make that data even more precise. Because when it's coming through with the JSON, it's not really readable. Alrighty, and that should be it for my backend. It wasn't really too much. And then for my front end, most of my logic is inside of my index.js file, which holds here my fetch requests, which are just basically going to these URLs and then getting that information and then rendering it. As you see, if we were to go to, oh yes, and my this base URL variable is actually holding my actual server, my server's URL, which is localhost. Alrighty, we run the localhost. We're using Rails, and if we were to do like it says here, months, it should render all of the months. Alrighty. And then, like how I said, most of this file just contains fetch requests, and also it also contains my days form, which I'm just grabbing, as you can see, actually We'll just go to the file. It's grabbing here my day form, creating it, which is this down here, my day form. And we're just, if we were to change something here, it would show up on this side, basically just manipulating the HTML after grabbing that element. And that's pretty straightforward. Same thing with here, or actually not the same. What we're doing here is, this is actually the submit button, or what helps it submit. Alrighty. And I have here these two files, these day and month files, which holds constructors, which help actually, I guess we would say, have to place that here if we were ever wanting to use it here on my front end side for, I guess, the whole front end to know about it. And also we have here the render month, which does fairly the same thing as that form in my index.js side. Just renders the month correctly, like how we have here, January, and then its name. And that's pretty much it, because it only has an attribute of name, so there really wasn't too much to write there. And the rest of this is where we're placing the day inside of. Alrighty. As you can see here, we're to create an element P and then manipulate its inner HTML. And the days class is pretty much the same thing as the months. We're having to explain its attributes, and then we would render it after manipulating or grabbing that element, which is the months container, and then its child node, and then placing or manipulating that HTML. Like here, as you can see, that's how I have it set up here. I have the name, the task, the length, and the priority, and then the actual delete button. And that's pretty much it. I didn't really do too much with the CSS. I actually ran into a bunch of problems that I didn't really have time for, but I'm definitely going to make this look better. And so if we were to go here, let's say Wednesday, we had to wash the dogs. I could have gave the day an actual number of day a week, but I didn't really have too much time towards the end of this. Okay, I guess we can clean the dogs. I will make it a priority of 2. Length should be all day. We can do all day. Doesn't really matter. Alrighty, and we can do October. And as you see, it will pop up here. We can delete it. We can do another one. We could do one for Thursday. We can wash our shoe. Make it a priority of 5. Oh yeah, I made it to where you can only go 1 through 5, 5 being, I guess, the highest, and 1 being least important. Another length for all day, and we'll just make it least important because you're washing a shoe. Alrighty, we'll just assign it to November, and you see there it sticks right on. And you'll notice over here this little part moving down here, that's the actual SQL for it. And that's actually pretty much it for this project. Thank you for watching.